Have you ever felt like you're in a constant state of waiting for the right job, the right partner, the right opportunities? In our fast-paced world, patience can often seem like a lost art. Enter Waiting on God, Strength for Today and Hope for Tomorrow, a transformative book penned by Charles Stanley. This profound piece of literature not only challenges our modern mindset, but also redefines the concept of waiting, making it a strength rather than a weakness. This book serves as a guide, teaching us the value of patience and the strength that comes from waiting on God. At the core of Stanley's book is a simple yet profound premise. It presents the idea that waiting on God is not a passive act, but rather an active spiritual discipline. This involves trust in the divine timing, patience in the face of uncertainty, and surrender to the wisdom of a higher power. Stanley encourages us to shift our perspective, to see delays and waiting periods not as mere inconveniences, but as opportunities to grow, to deepen our relationship with God. He urges us to embrace these moments of waiting as a time of learning and transformation. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about the lessons you learn, the character you build, and the faith you cultivate during these waiting periods. In essence, Stanley teaches us that the process of waiting is just as important as the outcome. In other words, waiting is not just about what we get at the end of the wait, but about who we become as we wait. So, what can we learn from Stanley's wisdom about waiting on God? The first key lesson we can draw from this enlightening work is the importance of trusting God's timing. In our fast-paced world, waiting can often feel like a waste of time. Yet, Stanley invites us to see waiting as an act of faith, a testament to our trust in God's perfect timing. He encourages us to believe that even when things don't seem to be going our way, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events for our ultimate good. Secondly, Stanley emphasizes the need to surrender control. This can be a tough pill to swallow for those of us who like to keep a tight grip on the reins of our lives. However, surrendering control does not mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means doing our part, then stepping back to allow God to do His. It's about recognizing that we are not the masters of our fate, but rather co-creators with a divine power whose plans far exceed our own. Finally, Stanley points out that God often uses periods of waiting to refine and prepare us. In a culture that prizes instant gratification, it's easy to overlook the value of patience. Yet, waiting can be a time of intense spiritual growth and self-discovery. As we wait on God, we learn to be still, to listen, and to grow in our understanding of His will for us. It's during these times that we are molded and shaped into the people we are meant to be. Stanley's insights challenge us to reframe our understanding of waiting, to see it not as a passive state, but as an active process of growth and transformation. They invite us to embrace waiting as an opportunity to deepen our relationship with God, to grow in faith and patience, and to develop a profound trust in His timing and His plans. These lessons remind us that waiting is not a punishment, but a process of refinement and growth. But how can we apply these principles in our daily lives, you may ask? Well, it's simpler than you might think. First, we can start by practicing patience in the small things. Whether it's waiting for the coffee to brew or for a traffic light to change, we can use these moments to cultivate a sense of calm and acceptance. Next, we can surrender our need for control. This doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. Instead, it's about accepting that there are things beyond our control and choosing to trust the process, even if we can't see the end result. Finally, we must remember that God is always working in our lives, even when it doesn't feel like it. We may not understand the why or the how, but we can trust that there is a purpose to our waiting. By embracing these principles, we can transform our periods of waiting into opportunities for spiritual growth and development. In conclusion, waiting is not a passive, idle state, but an active, transformative one. Through Charles Stanley's book, we've explored the power of patience, the importance of trust, and the profound act of surrendering. These key insights serve as compass points, guiding us through our spiritual journey. They remind us that our waiting periods are not wasted, but are rather rich opportunities for personal growth and deepening faith. So the next time you find yourself waiting, remember Charles Stanley's wise words and see it not as a delay, but as an opportunity for growth and a testament to your faith in God. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.